Bonjour mes amis, c'est moi Stephanie and welcome to your Workout Wednesday. As always, thank you so much for being here. I am soliciting the help of my friend the Tuffet. We're gonna do a little bit of side lying because I realized we haven't done that in a long time here together. So go ahead and maybe you want a pillow or a ball or something for your neck, maybe your growing belly. This is the best that I've found. Very sturdy Tuffet here. And as always, thank you subscribers, you rock. Thank you potentially new subscribers, you rock too. Just don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. Every Wednesday, new fresh workouts drop. So let's get moving. Let's pick a side and then lay down. Just getting more and more difficult these days. And again, just make sure, you feel supported. I'm gonna keep my hand here, but feel free to lay down or again, maybe put a ball or a pillow under that neck. Let's begin pretty tucked up with some clams here. So again, just let your upper body be pretty relaxed and easy. Take your top hand wherever it feels good. It can always change. Just kind of soften the fronts of the ankles and then begin with that spiraling open and close. Open and close. And really imagining, but also feeling there is a ball in that socket, and that's why we literally roll in and out. Notice also if that hip wants to open. We are going to do something with that, but for the moment, it's almost as if you're pressed against the wall behind you, or the potential wall behind you. So keep the hips relatively stacked. One more here. And pause for a moment. As promised, we're gonna allow that hip to open, but here, let's close the leg. Let's take our top arm and just reach, roll back, maybe flex the wrist. I'm gonna push into the wall back here. So we're having this bit of spiral, but really go as far as your body can or feels good doing. And then as we open to the clam, allow the hip to now really roll back and then just reach on the diagonal. Again, yours might be a bit more open. You might roll almost all the way to your lower back, but find that spiral. Close and open up. Ooh, it's almost like we're nerve gliding here a bit when you really flex that wrist and then come forward. Allow the hip to open, allow your pelvis to roll back. Inhale, yawning, open. And exhale, spiraling in opposition. Inhale, stretching, yawning that armpit. And exhale. Now let's do one more there. In, yummy. And X. And then let that go. Take a moment if you need some body percussion. Thank you, hip. Keep your bottom leg tucked up. Let's stretch through that top leg. This time, let's really just tap down. And again, find a little bit of length. Sometimes keeping your hand on your hip feels really great to keep that length there as best you can. But otherwise, again, wherever feels comfy for that top shoulder. So from here, let's go ahead and float and really flex out through that heel. Bend the knee. As you bend in, and we're really sticking our bum out. It's like a single leg squat. Gently push into the hand so you get a bit of resistance. I'm gonna hug rather than squeeze, but you might really want to squeeze and feel that bit of connection there. Lengthen back out and tap down and up and press. Again, exaggerate, almost like you're squatting in this position. Lengthen and down and up and like we're moving through molasses. Lengthen and down, and up, reach, exhale, press. Lengthen, and down. Let's add on to this, reach. Come on in, starts the same. Now from here, with this little bit of resistance, internally rotate, externally, whoo, find center, as best you can, and then lengthen back out. Tap down, reach up, and pull in. Internal with that just little bit of tension, pressing into the hand, back to center, and lengthen. Again, lift and press. And spiral in. Does not matter if the knees touch. We're just finding that bit of internal rotation in the ball and socket joint. External. Parallel. Reach. And just one more there. Reach. And press. And in. And so that was X and in. I said the opposite of what I did. Find both, find center, and then lengthen it out. Ooh, lengthen it out. Let it release again, whatever you need there. Let's take our top arm and just yawn over. I could stay here all day, but let's take a moment. We'll do one more variation and then come on up. So set yourself up. Let's actually keep this arm over. Now flex through the wrist, flex through the foot. And then from here, we just tap. And there is a bit of rolling back. So just find where it feels kind of easy and good. And then reach up, flex. And then just gently point or soften the ankle and wrist. And again, there's that little bit of press. And reach. Maybe you follow the fingers with your eyeballs. Or maybe the elbow is more appropriate. Reach. And condense. And lengthen. Ooh, stretch that tissue. And pull. And reach. And in, just one more here, and reach, and condense. And then let that go once again. Take a moment or 2 or 3 for yourself. Maybe again, some body percussion there. That is my favorite. Thank you, hips. And then find your way up. I'm gonna take my foot over here. Before we transition directly to the opposite side, let's take a moment in center. I'm gonna be on this diagonal. Take your hands really however feels good and let your upper body sink. There is no need to keep the chest lifted here. More so, let's just hang out. Legs can be as wide as feels good for you, and then just let the knees fall over. So we get a little bit of massage in the hips there. Maybe you want to move through directly from side to side, keeping the knees close, or maybe you want to move through a bit of a butterfly there. And then we're just gonna add a little bit of a spinal motion here. So when we take the spiral, let's actually turn our fingers behind us. Here, I'll face you this way. I think it'll be easier to see. Knees, again, can be more stacked than mine, but fingers face back, open the chest. Fingers face forward, and we just kind of sink a little bit deeper. So now, once we're here, we do allow that chest to open. And then we still sink through center. And again, I'll be on this diagonal, reach. And, whoops, I'm gonna scooch back, sink. And reach. And sink. Reach. And sink, just one more. Reach. And sink. Excellent. Let's find the opposite side. And set yourself up. Make sure your, again, neck is comfy. Make sure you have enough space forward and back. Maybe I'll scooch this way a little bit. Perfect. And set your upper body up. Take a moment to be here on this side. And then really tuck up the knees. pretty deep. Again, hand wherever is comfy, and then go ahead and clam open and closed, and open, and closed, and open. Again, check in. Are my hips relatively stacked? Yeah, okay, good. Let's keep them there. And down, spiral. Again, rolling the ball in the socket externally, and back to parallel, a little bit of in. Open. Soft feet, soft fronts of the ankles. And one more here before we really let it open up. Take that moment. Oh, gotta pick the pants up a little bit. Okay. So then from here, let's go ahead and keep the knees stacked. Open that top arm, flex the wrist. Maybe there's a wall behind you that you want to press into, and just yawn the armpits open, or armpit rather. And then allow the knee to open, allow that hip to spiral, almost like you want to lay on your lower back, and find that oppositional reach. And open. The front of the shoulder there, and then open the front of the pelvis, the abdominals of the spine. And spiral. And spiral. And reach. And reach. Once more, opening the chest. And then open the hips. And then finding your way back to center. Excellent. Keep the bottom leg tapped, stretch up out through that top leg. Just tap down. Again, send the heel away, send that hip away, keeping some length, whenever you can. And then go ahead and float. Get that hand ready, give a little pull in. And reach out and down. Up. A little press, just to feel a little more hip, maybe a little more abdominals, and tap, and up, press, out, and down. Again, really kind of sticking your booty out, reach, tap, and up, press, lengthen, and tap. Once more here, and then we'll add again that spiral. Lengthen and down once more. Or that was the one. So last variation, pressing in, internally rotate, externally rotate. Find the middle place for you. Reach it back out. Tap down and up. Press in. Out, parallel-ish, and lengthen, and down. A few more, up, exhale, in, X, parallel, and reach. Let's just do one more there, and up, press, in, out, wow, parallel, and reach, reach, reach. Let it go. Take a moment or two. Again, maybe some body percussion. Reach that top arm over. Give yourself a stretch and a breather. And go ahead and bring yourself back up. Reach the arm, flex the wrist, flex the foot. Let's find that really like the yawn, right? In that whole upper body. And then soften the foot, soften the wrist, and just find a little connection here. and reach. Feel free to shrug the shoulder up. It is okay. It's how we stretch the armpit a little bit deeper. And in. And lengthen. And condense. Allowing that top hip to roll. It's okay. Reach. And fold. Yeah. And in. And just one more here. Reach. And let it go. Again, take a moment or 2 or 3 for yourself. Thank you, hips. And then pick yourself up. And once again, let's finish with that bit of rocking spiral. Okay, there we go. In the thighs. So I'll be on this diagonal. Set up your arms wherever feels good to begin, and then just take that easy rock with ease, meaning rolling out the hips a little bit. And then let's go ahead and spiral the fingers away from you back, and then find your arch. Spiral the fingers in a little bit, sink deeper as you roll to the opposite side. Ooh. And just one more each, or evening out. Whew, excellent. So, I hope you enjoyed that side flow. It's one of the, I never used to like side lying, but ever since the belly, it's actually really, it's fine-tuned how important side lying is. So enjoy the sensation, enjoy the strength in your hips, and I will see you next time.